Happy Monday. Man, oh man, we got a big week coming up. Well, do we? Let me think about it here for a second, okay? 4th of July holiday week, just like this week and next week and the week after that. So maybe it's not so big. Maybe it's more like fun, and we'll see. Time to get some things done, I think, huh? Do you have a strategy for getting things done? Everybody has one. In fact, if you Google it online, strategies for getting things done, you'll spend all your time doing nothing at all, but you might have some fun. Today, we're going to boil that down a little faster for you and help you out, okay? It is the Daily Boost from motivationtomove.com. The positive boost you need every single day, even when life gets in the way, when you get out of bed thinking, I just can't, don't know how, not feeling it. Or maybe you're getting out of bed going, man, I can't wait to go, but there's a flat tire on the car. I don't know. Stuff happens. In any case, what do? We stand up, take a step, we repeat, we go get her done. How are you? My name is Scott Smith. I'm the founder and the chief motivating officer here at motivationtomove.com. Every single Monday, there's a simple question I've asked. Now, this question goes back to 2006, and I was prompted to ask this question by some folks who were listening to the podcast way back then. Yeah, we were around way back then. I said, Scott, what's my homework? I thought about it. I came back a couple weeks later, and I said, well, your homework, typical Scott simplified fashion, ask yourself, how's my life going? Defend what's good, get rid of what's bad. If you're in the middle, get out of the middle. In any case, what will happen is if you take the time, just a minute or two when this show's over today, pull out what do they call it, a moleskin or your iPad, whatever you take notes on, pull that out and make a couple notes about what is good, what's bad, what has to go, what has to stay, and what is kind of in the middle and sticking you right where you are. I promise if you do, you'll start to change everything. If you have been doing it, do it every day. Do your homework every day. Let's talk some strategies for getting things done. Getting things done, yes, it's clickbait, isn't it? Because that's David Allen's book, Getting Things Done. If you've not ever read David Allen's book, it's kind of a cult classic, really effective. And honestly, you don't need to read the whole book. There's a couple of tactics within his book that will really, really help you out. I suggest you do it. I met David one time. He won't know who I am. He will next time because I'll remind him when he met me the first time. He'll say, oh yeah, that was you. I wondered who you were all these years. So it's 2023, almost halfway through the year. And just like the last couple of years, it seems like, okay, come here. It's been this way since we were on the planet. Not you and me on the planet, but humans on the planet. Probably before that. In fact, you can pretty well guess that when the dinosaurs got out of bed one day, there was a challenge one particular day that didn't work out so well for them. It happens. Now, I don't think that's going to happen to you. But man, there's so much going on. People working remotely. The question of productivity is coming up more and more these days. Have you seen that? People are starting to question, are you actually working while you're at home? Duh. You couldn't see that one coming? But still, we have a lot to do, don't we? A lot of challenges that we have to take care of. So how do we get things done in the environment that we are all living in today? Well, I'm a big fan of weekly planning. My perfectweekplanner.com is a very simple one-page planner. It'll show you just in a blink of an eye how I plan my week. I hold my space. I schedule what needs to be done the next week. I plan on Thursdays, and I do that because then I can get my planning out of the way, enjoy the weekend. I know what's coming the next week. It's kind of like setting a predetermined space to get all the stuff I have to get done, shoehorning it all into one place. Wait a second, Scott. I don't like that idea of shoehorning everything. I don't either, by the way. Come here closer. We have a better idea. So you should plan your schedule at least a week in advance. If you'll do this for a couple of weeks in a row, and you'll hold space for what's important to you. Key couple of words there. Hold space for what's important to you. After 2 or 3 weeks of doing it, you hardly will have to plan because you'll just know what's coming. I know my schedule every week. We recently adjusted my schedule. I used to work, I took appointments on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I don't anymore. I take appointments on Wednesday. That's it. It's kind of cool. Now, if something pops up, need to talk to somebody, whatever, I'll jump in the other days as well, but schedule appointments. So if you were to ask me, hey, Scott, in 9 months, we're going to do this thing on a Thursday, can you do it? Yeah, I can, because I know. When you plan weekly, it becomes a habit, and eventually your life just goes that direction. So let's talk about that a little bit. First thing you need to do, with all the stuff that's coming around to you, delete it. Take a peek at everything you have coming across your desk or automatically being generated on your repeatable task. Look at it and see if you still need it. David Allen calls it the review process. I probably have 50% of what I come up with thinking I need to do every single week that I can get rid of. So that's number one. So delete it. No, Scotty can't do that. Everything's important. No, it's not. You just haven't learned that yet. Get rid of stuff, okay? Take it off your list. Now, what if you can't do that? What if it has to be done? You delegate it. That's it. Try to get somebody else to do it. Pawn it off. Come on. What? No, that's good. That's good management, right? If a task raises to the level that it has to be done because it is important and you don't have time to do it yourself, you can't do it yourself, you're not so good at doing it yourself, ask somebody else if they will do it for you. Pay them. Hire somebody. Delegate it. Thirdly, delay it. Now, this option is kind of cool. This is your maybe someday kind of file you may have heard about before. It applies when you really want to do something, or maybe you think, yeah, this is really important to me, but I don't know what to do with it right now. Right now, I know everything's going to fall into this category. I'm not going to delete it. It's important. I'm going to need it someday. You'll get over that. Trust me. When you start going through and reviewing and really thinking about it, and it's the third or fourth year you've been looking at the same task, thinking, this is important. I need to do it. You'll figure out that, no, I don't need it. That's called growing up. So when you find something on your list that you need or you want to spend some time on, but it's in the future, tuck it away. Maybe someday file, put it in a box someplace. Now, here's the key here. Know where you're going to put it. A trusted place. I tend to put things in Asana, and I use Ulysses on the Mac to do notes for myself. I tuck it away there. Why do I do that? It's the only two places I put it. If it's a task, it goes on Asana. If it's a little bigger, a project goes on Ulysses. That's where I store it. Now, why do I do that? Because it doesn't matter where I am, when I am, what I am, I know where it is. And if I know where all these future tasks are, I don't freak out about where are these future tasks. What if I forget? What am I going to do? They're not in front of me demanding my attention every single day. And yet I know where they are. I can find them if I need them. And frankly, usually I go back to that list when I do. And it's like, what was I thinking? I get rid of 90% of them. Final part of this whole thing. So we talked about deleting it, right? Come on, Scott, I can't delete it. No, not everything, but some you can. Give it to somebody else to do. I like that idea, but some things I have to do myself, Scott. I get that, but not everything. You know that. Delay it if you need to. That's cool. And finally, only after you've gone through everything else, do it. Sometimes the buck stops with you, doesn't it? And now that everything else is off your plate, you should have plenty of time. Now, here's the advanced version of this. Once you get really good at deleting and delegating and delaying, you will look at anything that crosses your desk, crosses in front of you, will instantly know what to do with it, and you'll just do it or one of the other three. That's it. But it does take a little bit of practice, so I would suggest you start today. You do not have to be as busy as you think you have to be. In fact, when you slow down, you focus on about 20% of what's in your life, the important stuff, you make major change in your life and in the world. Most people are not doing that. Most people are out there running around focusing on all the other stuff, and that's why after 50 or 60 years of working, they don't have much to show for it. Let's not do that, okay? Winning the day, it's all about making sure the most important thing gets done in your life, and that's what you're going to do. Okay, coming back tomorrow. What are we going to talk about tomorrow? How to open new doors. You're looking for your purpose in life, looking for an opportunity, looking for more meaning in your life. You got to open some more doors. You can't sit there and just lock the door of your house and stay put, can you? Come see me at Facebook, dailyboostpodcast.com/Facebook. A little slow this time of the year because of the holiday season and everything. Also, if you would like to join me, as many, many people are as a Daily Boost Premium subscriber, thank you very much, and get the commercial-free version of this, go to dailyboostpremium.com and find out all the info you need.